This will be a tutorial on how to solve the 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. First, you must mess it up, which is everyone's favorite part. Now that you've messed up your cube, you must learn the basics. Every side has one center, which has only one color, 4 edges, which have 2 colors, and 4 corners, which have 3 colors. Other than that, you must know the Rubik's Cube notation. R is the right side, L is the left side, U is the top side, the one on top, F is the one facing you, B is the one behind you, and D is the bottom one, but in the 3x3 solve, you do not need to move the D layer. Now that you've learned the sides, you have the option to learn the notation. Rubik's Cube notation has to do with primes and twos. I'm not going to include it inside this video, but I have a separate video completely going in depth with the actual exact Rubik's Cube notations. But this video will be a simple video on how to solve the 3x3. Now that you've messed up your 3x3 and you know the notation and you know the basics, you need to start making your white cross. Even though you don't have to do it on the white side, I would recommend doing the white just because I've been doing that ever since I learned it. So what you first must do is find your 4 white edge pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Surround these around the yellow center, giving you a white cross but a yellow center instead of a white center. Now, before you even attempt to solve the 3x3 in this tutorial, take a couple of hours, couple of days, whatever, to just solve one side, so you learn the movements of the cube. After you've done that, here you are. Yellow center, white edges. You must now line up the second color on the edge. So this is a white-yellow edge. Down here you need to match it up with yellow. We're going to turn it until we find yellow, right there. Then we're going to flip it 180 degrees to the white side. Like so. We're going to repeat the steps for the rest of the colors. So for red, we're going to find the red. We're going to flip it over to the white side. You will repeat the same steps for the last 2 colors. After you've completed this, you will now have a white cross, but you will also have these 2 pieces lined up. Red and red, blue and blue, orange and orange, green and green. This right here is the green piece, the one black. Now that you have the white cross, your next step will be to solve the corners. To do this, you must find 3 colors that make up that corner. So you have white, blue, and red. So you need to do is find the white, blue, and red piece. You have it right here. White, blue, red. Put that over where it has to go. So the piece has to go right here. It's over it. You will now move it out of the way, because if you just bring it down, you're ruining your white cross. So move the face that it's on out of the way, bring it down to its spot, and put it back. And we'll do that again until you can catch it. We put the white color over its spot. We moved it out of the way so it wouldn't ruin our white side. We brought it down to its position, so you have those 2, and we put it back on the white side. Now this gives you that one corner, but also it starts matching up your first layer. So we're going to repeat the steps. So right here you have white and red and green. We're going to find the white, red, green piece, which is right over here. We're going to put it over where it has to go. So now it's over its position. So move it out of the way, down, so it's in its place, and back. Again, solve another corner, and we're beginning to put together the first layer. Repeat the steps for the last 2 corners. Now you've completed not only the white side, but also the first layer. Your next step will be to solve the second layer. Now there's 2 different ways to do this. Some people like to hold it with the white side up. However, I do it the opposite way. I do it with my yellow side up. So I'm gonna look up top and I'm gonna find something that's not yellow. Right here I have green, which is not yellow, but then I have yellow right here. That stirs it up. Right here we go. Orange on top, green on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is take this green and line it up with the greens. So we have a green T, basically. But really, you're only interested in the center color. And my second color on this is orange. Alright? And now you can see the orange side, because the center color just determines the side color. The orange side is on this side of our piece. So we're going to move our piece away from the orange side, because the orange is on top. And we're going to turn the orange side up. Then we're going to go away from orange and back down. What we've done here is displaced our one corner, so we must put it back. We will put our one corner over where it has to go, move the white side out of the way, and bring it down and put it back. This puts back our corner, but also inserts this second layer piece. So up top now you have a blue and red piece. We're going to line that up where it has to go. So we're going to go away from blue, because blue is the top color, and move the blue side up. Then we're going to move away from blue and put the blue side down. Just put it over where it has to go, out of the way, down, and back. Putting back together your white side, but also getting together that second layer. You're gonna do it 2 more times to figure out the rest. So right here, you end up with your 3 greens, your green T, and your reds on top. So away from red, red up, away from red, red down. Put the piece back over where it has to go, move it out of the way, bring it down, and put it back. There's your white side. There's almost all of the corners. You have 1 corner left. Repeat the same exact step. Line up now you have blue. Line up the blue T. Move it away from the top color, which is orange. Orange up. Away from orange, down. Put it back over where it has to go. Away from it, down, and back. Your whole second layer is now solved. Sometimes you'll run into errors. One of these is like this. The orange green piece right here should be inside this spot, but it's on the opposite corner. So you do is grab any random color on the top, move it away, up, away, down, and put it back. And what that's going to do is displace your orange piece and put it in the top layer, which will allow you to maneuver it back to where it has to go. Line up the orange T, away from green, which is the top color, up, away from green, down, put it back over where it has to go, and finish it up. So now that we have our second layer and our white side, we're going to move towards our top layer. So let's say you have this little L in the corner, this right angle box in the top left. You're going to hold it so it's in your top left. This is going to be your first algorithm you must learn. Front clock, up clock, right up, top counterclock, right down, front counterclock. If done correctly, you should end up with something that looks like this. A box and 2 little things sticking out of it. What you're going to do is take the one in your box. You have your one piece that's holding the corner. Hold that on your left. And go, this is your next algorithm. Right up, top left, right down, top left, right up, top left twice, right down. Now this will give you either a complete white side, a complete yellow side like this, or you'll end up with another one of these. You're going to repeat the same algorithm in the same way. Hold in your back left, right up, top left, right down, top left, right up, top left twice, down. As you can see, I ran into it again. Right up, top left, right down, top left, right up, top left twice, down. There you go. A straight line. If you have this, you're going to repeat the same algorithm all the way from the L. Front clock, top clock, right up, front top counter, right down, front counter. We got the L, same algorithm. Then we got a cross. To do the cross, you will probably have two colors like this. You're gonna hold that on your right. So these two, we have two L's over here, two L's over here. On my right side, on my left side. I'm gonna go right up, top left, right down, top left, right up, top left twice, right down. And I have my fish again. My box with the two things hanging out, fish. Then hold this in your bottom left, right up, top left, right down, top left, right up, top left twice, down. Alright. We will now be heading to the second to last step in solving your Rubik's Cube. For this procedure, you can have many different combinations. One of them will be like this. One side will have almost a complete color, fits in except one piece, which will be an edge piece. And if you have that, then you should hold that away from you. But if you have all of them that are messed up like this, all the corners and centers displaced, doesn't matter how you hold it. But if you have this, then hold that away from you. You go right down, front clockwise, right down, back twice, right up, front counterclockwise, right down, back twice, and right twice. So now what you should have is either, if you had nothing at all before, then you should have at least one side that was like this. You're gonna hold that away and repeat the process. But if you had one of these before, you will now have something else like this. Either all of these will be like this, or you have all of these like this and one side that is complete. Now if all of them look like this, then it doesn't matter which way you hold it. But if you have one solid side, you must hold that away from you. Okay, this is the move you'll use for the final solving step if you have one solid side. Front twice. Now the next move is tricky. You have to remake this orange. So if you turn it this way, then you have a green. That's not good. You gotta remake it with the orange on this side. So you're gonna put the orange back in, and bring the right and left sides down to meet this orange. You're gonna flip the front twice. You're gonna put the right and left back up. You're just gonna line it up. Line up your cube. So if this is blue, line up with the blue, and spin it twice. And there is your Rubik's Cube solved. Now let's say you didn't get it like that. You had it a different way. Let's say your Rubik's Cube didn't end up like that. Let's say you had 4 of these misplaced centers. To do this, you will hold any center away, doesn't matter. And you're going to repeat the same step we did to solve it for everyone else. Front twice. Line up the green with its own kind. Bring the right and left down to meet with the green. Turn the front twice. Put it back up. Line up your cube and put it back. Now you should have at least one side that is solid. In our case, it's the green. Hold that side away. Repeat the same algorithm. Front twice. Line up the colors. In this case, it's blue. Bring them down. Flip them around. Put them back up. Line them up. And there's the solve for the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. On my channel, you can also find the solves for the 2x2, the 3x3, the 4x4, or the monster 5x5.